bought a call today on Facebook for $270 that expires on the 25th of September, and I bought $270 as I was seeing it go down today. I see some support right here at $250, so some pretty good support at $250, and I'm banking that we're going to be bouncing. I was hoping we would have held support around the 60-day moving average at $256, but you can see the support right here around $250, and today it did touch $250 and bounced up just a little bit. I circled the volume here. There isn't anything obscene or way out of the ordinary in volume. It's pretty much in line with where it has been. When it does dip below zero on the CCI, it doesn't stay there for very long. Here it bounced off the negative 100 line, and we are below, kind of moving sideways. I was hoping for a little more of a pronounced up. My prediction is that we will be going up into the 260s and hopefully 270 later in the week. Clorox, check this out. So I do see there is a bit of structural support here around 192, 193. It did hit a double bottom. Check that out. Boom. Hit off 192. Popped up to 206. Boom. Dropped down to 193. And then it took off from there. So double bottom is very, very bullish. So I feel very good about this 192, 193. If it drops to that, I think that's where I will get in. May take some time though. And check out this red line that I put here. Look at the trifecta. You had the CCI drop down through the positive 100 line, and it kept breaking down. You had the MACD fast line cross over the slow line, which is another bearish sign. And then the RSI bounced off of the 70 line, which you could see at times it is prone to do. And when it does pop up, it doesn't stay up for very long, and it will chop sideways for a bit. But here it broke way down. All three of these in conjunction are telling you to get out. And if you were into it up here, you were trading, you could have got out around the 233, 232-ish level at the close of that day. And it's just been a solid ride down, hitting a lot of resistance at the 21-day moving average. Bounced off here, bounced off here, bounced off here. And it's going to be tough to come out of. But if I do see one thing, it looks like there is a bit of bullish divergence here on the CCI, where you can see there is a higher low than this low. So when the CCI is diverging that way and price is still moving down, I think we may get a bounce back up, and it's probably going to test that 21-day moving average, wherever that will be over here. So probably 215-ish or so will be the next resistance level from what I see. Clorox, good company, but I think it might bounce off that and come a little bit lower, and hopefully I can get in some shares under 200. The SPY Spider S&P 500 ETF. What do I see? I see resistance at the 21-day moving average. Can't get through it. It's been bouncing off of it twice. Looking like we got a little bit of support at the 60-day around 338. So I drew here what I think is the next support line right around just under 320. I saw some support right here. The thing with the SPY as of late is when it does dip below the negative 100 line on the CCI, it doesn't stay there for long. So if trends are to continue, it's probably not going to stay long. And hoping that next week we will get a bump up. Check this out. I didn't circle it, but you can see it broke down through the 100 line on the CCI. The MACD crossed down below the slow line, and the RSI broke down through the 70 line. So much like our good old Clorox chart, same thing happened here with the S&P 500 ETF. So if I was a betting man, I would say we're going to get a little bit of a bounce up, and if it does not break that 21-day moving average, that looks like it's going to be a double top, and we could be breaking down a bit further here, and I would look for next support around $320. It may take a few weeks to get there, But, you know, stranger things have happened, and we'll see. One more thing to point out, if that saying is true, it sure is true here, that the bulls take the stairs and the bears take the elevators. Look how quickly we go down, but look how slow and steady we end up going up those stairs. Kind of a fun little thing, fun little analogy. So I would look for SPY for the S&P 500 to have a little bit of a rally next week. But we won't know until next week. I can't wait. Let's get to it. The last chart I wanted to share for today is Workhorse Group, WKHS. Big, steady movement upward into blue sky territory. Blue sky breakouts right here. I think we're going down. I see a bearish divergence on the CCI as prices are going up. The CCI is making lower highs. It's going to be interesting to see what happens right here. And then also the RSI is definitely in overbought territory. And as you know, if a trade is crowded and there's too many people into it, where are the buyers going to come from? If everybody's in, there's nobody left to come in and put new money in and push it up. So it's the old economic supply of supply and demand. So I think Workhorse is going to be coming down next week. In the following weeks, I would look for a slight chop sideways. I think we're going to come down, and we will probably test this first support line of 2250, and it breaks below that. I see a lot of support right around 17 and just below 17. There's a lot of support. We'll see. They always say structure leaves clues. Look left. I think that's what's going to happen with Workhorse. If I was a betting man and you got in at a good spot, I would take my profits and be happy and call it a day. But if you're a gambler, stick in it and we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. This is just my opinion. This is not advice. This is just me sharing my thoughts and opinions for fun and entertainment. Click that like, click that subscribe. Please let me know what you think. If there's any charts you want to see me do in the future when I can get around to them.